Hi everybody, bonjour tout le monde. So we're here at my craft desk. We'll stay on this end of it while you guys log on. Donc la vente, il va finir dans 5 minutes. Donc si vous n'avez pas eu la chance de procurer les produits de la vente, Jay est en train de l'enlever de l'ordi. Donc, vous avez encore un cinquième de minutes.
Non, 5 minutes.
Un 5 minutes. Un gros 5 minutes.
Pas le cinquième.
Pas une cinquième. Non, ça marche pas. Non, pas cinquième. 5 minutes. Hi, Karen. So there's 5 minutes left on the sale. That's what I was trying to say, okay? Until Francine so interrupted me. And believe it, we've been sitting here talking about Antonius. Then we've been talking about Tracy's classes because Vicky's here visiting and she chose all different classes for me. So poor Tracy has to either come back sooner rather than later, or she has to teach every day that she's here. One or the other. I'm going to have to call her later and break the news to her. Okay. So, time to quiet me down there. Donc, bonjour, bonjour. Hello, everybody. So, what's up for today? What should we work on? What should we do? I was thinking I would like to demo for you guys some of these powders, some of those pixie powders. So, I'm looking for colors that I think I have in stock, the ones I showed you the other day. So, Purple Rainstorm, I know I showed you. Green Bay, I know I showed you. I think I showed Green Jasper. Not 100% sure on that one. Orange Slice, I did not, but we might still have that one in stock. Fuchsia, I know. Donc, je trouve celle que j'ai déjà montrée l'autre jour. Parce que je veux pas que tu sois jalouse si j'ai une couleur que tu peux pas la voir. Et c'est toujours comme ça. Blue Wish. Golden Marble. Non, on n'a pas fait ceux-là. Oh, j'ai un couvert sans le pot. What a surprise. Copper Splash. Beyond Blue. Ça, je sais qu'on a. So, hi, everybody. Just waiting for people to come on in. Molten Gold. So, we can talk about that as well. Cut Grass. No. Cut Grass we don't have because that's a Pixie Burst. Red Oxide. Boy, do I have a lot of little colors sitting here in my container. I've got Sandstorm. I've got Purple Affair. And I've got Teal Marine. And one more. We don't have that one. I'm not going to say it, because I know they were out of stock. Making Waves. I said it. You guys, you always make me say what I don't want to say. All right, do I have any others? I do have some Ken Oliver ones. I'm going to grab those. Oh, if I see them, I will. Just to show you the difference in this watercolor powder. So I grabbed just one because that's all I could find. Okay. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to show you my backside. All right, guys. So for those of you who are here with me, we're going to play a little bit with stencils and the color bursts. And we're going to talk about making your own background papers, what you could do with them afterwards. I will be working on watercolor paper. Je vais travailler sur le papier aquarelle, ou aquarellable, mais vous pouvez aussi, je vais prendre quelques papiers de Nina. Si vous ne mettez pas trop d'eau, vous pouvez travailler aussi sur les autres papiers, mais vous voulez contrôler le montant de eau que vous mettez dessus. Je trouve que ma bouteille ici, Big Bertha, c'est pas, ça s'appelle pas ça, ça s'appelle Easy Mist, je pense. Mais je trouve que il fait sortir un gros montant d'eau, mais doucement. So I'm going to spray it, and you can kind of see that spray. Je trouve pour mes pochoirs, j'aime que c'est un peu contrôlé. All right, guys, so we are going to put you up on top, and no, you won't be looking at the ceiling. I will turn it down, and then I'm going to try and put it that you could see more of me. Well, more of my table, even though everything's falling down. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. Oh, like there's not enough water bottles around here. That wasn't me. That little hand was not me. Okay, so we've got a little bit more visual here of my mess. Let me put away these other colors that we don't need so we have more room. And then you don't need to see the colors per se. Il faut pas voir toutes les couleurs. OK, donc j'ai papier régulier. J'ai de chipboard blanc. Oh, you know, I wonder if I have any of the boards from Ken Oliver handy. I will check that too. Et mon papier aquarelle. J'ai des pochoirs. Plein de pochoirs pour des idées. Mais en premier, on va parler de les poudres elles-mêmes. So, what do we do with these powders? Why are they called pixie sparkles or pixie bursts or pixie powders? I don't know. So, when you're using powders, you can't, tu peux pas être rhumé, so you can't have a cold, okay? Because if you have a cold, you will sneeze. And what?
Do your video.
I need to know. It's killing me. It's killing me. OK. Voilà. Donc, ce que je vais faire, à cause qu'on va mettre de l'eau sur mon papier, je vais mettre un peu d'eau en arrière. So when you don't want your paper right away to start curling, I like to put a little bit of water on the back side of my paper. Okay? So I put there, and I think I just watered my whole mask as well. Okay? Donc voilà, j'ai mis un peu d'eau là. Et je vais commencer sans eau sur mon papier. OK? Juste pour vous montrer la première façon qu'on peut utiliser ces poudres. So to show you the first way we can use these powders, I'm not putting any water on the back to start, on my background. So because I love this blue, I am going to start with Beyond Blue. Et je fais juste tap, tap, tap un peu de la poudre. Donc, toutes ceux-là que j'ai choisis, you know what, Francine? If we have one or two colors of the pixie powder, I could use that because they don't seem to be here at all. I know I have some pixie. Oh, I found them. Forget it. J'ai trouvé un rouge puis un jaune de pixie powder, juste pour vous montrer que ceux-là, ils sont lustrés, mais ils n'ont pas des paillettes dedans. Okay, so we've just put on Beyond Blue. I'll leave it there so you don't forget the color. And I'm going to look for Green Bay. Oh, no, this would be pretty too. Green Jasper? No, I want Green Bay. Green Bay. OK? Donc, je vais prendre une autre couleur. Et comme vous voyez, je ne peux pas contrôler lesquelles couleurs. I can't control what color is going to come out of here, right? I'm just tapping, and whatever comes out, comes out. So, there we go. So now I have color on my paper. I really don't know what. I just know it's a mix of these two beautiful colors. And now I know blue and green go together, so I shouldn't have anything that makes brown. And I'm going to add some water. So this time I'm not going with my delicate mist. I'm actually going to just squirt some water and see what happens. C'est aussi bon d'avoir un pinceau près de vous parce que des fois, vous voulez bouger un peu de couleur sans ajouter plus d'eau. So sometimes you're going to want to move around a little bit of color, but not actually add more water because you just want the powders to mix, but you really don't want it to be completely saturated. Donc, you see how I'm getting another color here? J'ai une autre couleur. Donc, je peux toucher les places où je vois les paillettes et que la couleur n'est pas complètement diluée. So, at that point, you decide if you want to keep it like this. Do you want to pick it up and start moving it a little and have drops? Donc, vous pouvez bouger et avoir les gouttes. You could even go and add in another color si vous voulez. Comme moi, je peux ajouter un peu de la jaune. So if I wanted to add in a little bit of my sun yellow, I can add it right there où j'ai une poule d'eau déjà. Et sans ajouter plus d'eau, tu vois que ça va déjà agir un petit peu. So it already starts to mix and give us a little bit of green because I sprayed it right away or I put it on top of blue. Okay? Donc, c'est vraiment à votre choix comment vous laissez votre fond. Si vous voulez, maintenant, moi, je trouve qu'il faut que j'ajoute un peu plus de jaune ou je bouge mon jaune. So now I feel that it's kind of standing out there a little too much, so I need a little bit more yellow. So I'm going to add a tiny bit more. Whoops, that's more than a tiny bit, you will see. Tu vas le voir qu'un petit peu est tellement assez parce que ça va loin. Okay? You're going to see that a little bit goes a very long way. Okay, so now I can kind of just with my brush drag it through. Or, like I said, I can get it to start mixing. Donc, si tu es quelqu'un qui aime que ça bouge complètement, tu vas le faire comme ça. Puis, ça commence à bouger partout. Et, aussitôt que je veux que ça bouge plus, je peux juste prendre mon pistolet chauffant, puis chauffe-le. And if you watch Tim's videos, tu vas le voir que souvent, he'll go and he'll wipe up just the little puddles at the edge so it dries quicker. So that's a possibility as well. Okay? But what I want you to see is how brilliant it is. Comme il brille. OK. Maintenant, il est presque sec. And you see how watercolor paper will right away flatten. Le papier aquarelle, il va revenir plat comme il a commencé. Other papers might warp more. Now, I can go back and I can try and pick up a little bit of color again. Maybe I want some more of that color. Just like you would do with distress. Même chose que vous faites avec vos encres distress. Et ça, c'est un autre produit que vous pouvez utiliser avec vos aquarelles. And now I can just go and dry that too, avant que ça mélange avec les couleurs dans le fond. So I could go and quickly dry that up so that it looks like a layer and it doesn't just mix with the background. OK? Donc, comme j'ai dit, ça, c'est une façon d'utiliser les poudres. OK, ça, c'est assez sec pour moi. Now, I've talked to you about background stamps. I'm going to wait till this dries. À la fin, on va utiliser des étampes pour vous montrer une finition d'un fond que vous pouvez utiliser. Because often I get, okay, that's pretty and whatever. What are you going to do with it? Mais je peux le garder juste comme tel. Je peux faire un mini-album et mettre en les pages comme ça. Je peux découper les fleurs, les feuilles. So what am I going to do with this? I could do a mini album. I can keep this as a page in a book. I can die cut, okay? Or you can stamp on it and it now becomes a background for a card. It can be a background for a card just like this. And now you put maybe a flower in there, maybe you want a color, just a sentiment. So beaucoup d'utilisation. So that I'm going to put out of the way. I'm going to, much as it breaks my heart, I'm going to wipe this up. Okay, tu sais que j'aime pas perdre toute cette beauté-là. Now, how different is it when we put the water on first? Comment ça change si on met de l'eau en premier? Puis à ce temps-là, je vais juste mettre un peu sur le fond. I just put a bit on the back et je vais vous montrer la quantité d'eau que je vais le mettre. Okay, so I'm going to put a fair amount of water. And you see my paper's not curling because I put some water on the background. Donc le papier fait pas toutes des courbes puis tout ça parce que j'ai mis un peu de poudre, pas de poudre, de l'eau en arrière. All right. I am going to go with, do I want to do copper? Yeah, we can do copper. I'm going to do some copper. That's not really giving you the burst I want you to see, though. Donc, je vais aller avec le fuchsia. No, yeah, fuchsia rose. Fuchsia rose. Aha. Voila. Now we have some beautiful color there. OK. Puis, je pense que je vais mettre un peu de bluish. Bluish ou flirty sky? Flirty sky. Quelque chose pâle. Okay? So, you can see how the color moves right away. Si j'avais plus d'eau, ça bouge encore plus que ça. And now I can control how much more water I want to add. Donc, c'est à vous de contrôler combien d'eau vous voulez ajouter après ça. So, my colors, which, whoops. Natalie, clean your brush. Il faut nettoyer le pinceau avant d'aller dans un autre projet. Okay. So, voila. So you see there was blue in Flirty Sky, and that's where we're getting all that blue in there. And now I'm going to put in more of that beautiful copper. Est-ce qu'il y en a des questions? So you see how the copper is just moving around on there? I'm loving that. Moi, je vais laisser ça juste comme tel. And I'm going to clean up this at the bottom here. And I'm going to dry this as quickly as possible. Parce que je l'aime tellement. Je vais essayer de le sécher sans bouger trop de l'eau. So that's the trick, is how do you dry it without getting all that water to run away from you. Mais je veux avoir le doré ou le cuivre. So you could take a paper towel, un petit essuie-tout, puis aller le chercher un petit peu. Ça, c'est trop pâle pour moi. Moi, j'aime beaucoup plus foncé que ça. Ça, c'est comme pastel pour moi. I like much darker than that. So I am going to go now and I'm going to leave that one. Je vais le laisser comme ça. Okay. Now, so we have two backgrounds. Ça, c'est juste des fonds. Deux façons d'utiliser, de mettre de l'eau en premier ou à la fin. Now, what about with a stencil? So the question I get, how do you see where to put the powder? Comment est-ce que vous savez exactement d'où mettre la poudre? You don't. That's the best answer I can give you, is you won't. Okay? C'est pas où mettre votre poudre. So you just have to embrace the result. Okay? So here, this is leaves. And, maybe I'll tape it down. Je vais mettre juste un petit peu de tape pour que ça bouge pas complètement pendant que je le fais. So how many of you saw Tim's new mat today? Were you guys watching Tim earlier today? Mr. Holtz? Avec son nouveau tapis? Yeah, I didn't even get to see the video. I just knew about it, so I can't wait to go back and watch it later. I think he did it on Instagram. Si je suis correct, c'était sur Instagram. Et moi, je connais pas beaucoup Instagram. Pas beaucoup de tout. All right, and now here. And one more over here. Now, il faut pas faire tout ça. Moi, je veux juste vous montrer un bon exemple. Donc, j'essaie le plus que possible de l'avoir. I want to try and have it as flat as possible, so I do have a better chance of giving you a good example. Although, when I did the demo, quand j'ai fait la démonstration pour les personnes que j'ai vous montré les exemples hier, j'avais pas fait le tape, rien. Okay, here goes. Je vais prendre quelques couleurs. I feel limited to my colors here. Je vais prendre Purple Affair. Purple Affair. No, we've got leaves. Let's go with our green. Let's go Green Bay. C'est les feuilles. Okay, can you tell where I'm getting powder? Moi non plus. So, do we see where the powder's going? Absolutely not. Il faut qu'on croie en la poudre et le plasma. Mais comme sur-là, cette pochoir, il y a beaucoup d'ouverture. I'm going to have to put a bunch of powder. Oh, I even got a lot of powder on my tape. Okay. I don't like how this is popping up here. I should have put, you know what I should have put? I should have put my pixie spray. That would have been smarter. Okay, voilà. And now I'm going to put green jasper. Let's see, avec les deux verts ensemble. Et ceux-là, ça a l'air pas vert. They call it that, but I don't know. Mais ceux-là, c'est un pixie burst. Donc, il est ni pailleté, ni lustré. Je pense qu'il est juste mat. So here's where I like to use my big bottle. Okay, because it's going to give me a light mist. Here's where less is more. Sinon, ça va couler tout en dessous. So here's where less is more. And there's got to be a way besides the pixie spray to keep this down. Not great. I don't know why. This one seems like it just doesn't want to go flat. So I'm going to try. Mais tu vas le voir. I'm now going to use the water. And the reason I'm doing this is I can move it around while the water is coming out. Et ça vient délicatement. Okay? So you see, I'm not getting big puddles of water. J'adore cette bouteille pour ça. Donc, tout de suite, je vais enlever mon pochoir. Tout de suite. On ne peut pas faire quelque chose tout de suite quand on a 4 bandes de tape. Mais le plus vite que possible, je vais l'enlever. Okay, guys, let's fingers crossed that it worked. Let's lift that. And there you go. Donc, il y a encore beaucoup de poudre que je peux ajouter de l'eau et diluer encore, mais je veux pas parce que je vais perdre mon dessin. So I still have lots of powder on there that I could add and get more to mix, but I don't want to lose my design. But what I am going to do is I am going to pick up the design on the stencil and see what I get there. So I'm going to go back to my water bottle and I'm going to add a little bit. And now I'm going to take my same watercolor cardstock, put it down, and see what we get. Okay? Ça, je peux pas te garantir qu'est-ce que tu vas voir à la fin. So I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly what you're going to get at the end. But it could be very pretty. Ta-da! Oh, that came out nice. Et ça, c'est à cause que j'ai pas fait trop d'eau. So this looks like this because I didn't put too much water. All right? So, and you can keep trying as long as you have, as long as you still have powder there, you can keep, whoops, wrong one. See? You don't want to mix up the waters. I love this bottle, guys. I can't tell you enough. It really controls. I think I just put paint on my face. But voila. So it's a lot of fun to do this. You do get messy, but you can just wash it off. We have our soap coming back in. That's like great soap for this. Okay. See, so each time it's going to get a little bit less and a little bit more fluid, but each one of those can be used. So that way you're not wasting. On ne perd pas toute la poudre qui est encore sur la pochoir. I don't think you could go in dry, but maybe. Parce que comme je dis, il reste encore beaucoup de poudre. Ah, so that's just a start of a background. I can do anything on top of there now. Okay? So I've already gotten 4 sheets out of just that. Et ce que je fais avec la balance sur la feuille, ça c'est juste si vous voulez la ramasser avec un tag ou quelque chose, vous pouvez faire ça. So like, if I take one of my Dina tags, right? And I want to just go in there and get all that yumminess, parce que ça va briller. So I could just go in and pick up all this yumminess so that there's no waste. Okay? So, voilà. And it just becomes a background. Je peux faire ça sur quelques tags. Ça va sécher, ça va être très beau. Et maintenant, j'ai des fonds pour la prochaine fois que je veux faire de média mixte ou je veux étamper sur un tag. So, lots and lots of fun. The powders, they will not let you down. Okay? So, voila. And you can see how you still get a shimmer on them. So, it's very, very pretty. Okay? I'm going to bring back in the first 2 that we did to show you because they're dry now.
Start with the yellow solid. I don't have
Okay? So you can see how shiny they are. So you see all the glitter? And then this one, love this one. The colors are just beautiful. Okay, so vraiment beau. So we've done those, we've played with the stencil. Now what else can you do with them? Well, you can paint with them. Where did I put my paper towels? Right there. Donc, vous pouvez faire vous-même un petit peinture avec ça. So, do I have a black and white die cut here somewhere? J'ai pas une découpe près de moi. Do we have a black and white die cut somewhere? No, I can't stamp that because you're all going to go, I want that, and I don't have it. Okay. J'ai pas pensé à ça. That was not smart. Okay, well, I'm going to show you how to paint without having something to paint. Voilà, si on veut utiliser comme un peinture nos poudres, on peut faire comme un petit palette sur notre tapis. Et à ce temps-là, vous voulez juste un petit peu d'eau. Probablement, c'est mieux d'utiliser un pinceau qui vient avec qu'on mette de l'eau dedans. Parce que ça va être beaucoup plus facile à colorer. So, where's one of my brushes? Does it have water inside? Oui. OK. Donc, je prends mon pinceau, j'ajoute juste un goutte d'eau sur mon poudre, puis déjà, j'ai une peinture. Donc, à ce temps-là, je peux colorer ce que je veux. Moi, je trouve que c'est trop pâle. Voilà. Et je vais mettre encore un petit peu plus de poudre parce que je veux que ma peinture soit moins liquide. So I just want it to be a little less watery. So that's why you just want to add a tiny bit because then you can get a more intense color. Okay? So look at that. Donc, je peux peinturer, je peux utiliser avec des découpes, je peux faire comme un arc-en-ciel sur toute la page. So that's another thing you can do. C'est relaxant. Very, very fun. Je l'aime. Et comme ça, vous avez des autres couleurs à utiliser. Je peux aussi faire comme un petit spatter si j'ai besoin. Tap, tap, tap. Donc, une autre façon d'utiliser. So you see, there's lots of different things you can do with these powders. Look at this color. I know you're all wondering what color it is. It's Purple Affair. Purple Affair. Ça a l'air pas tellement mauve comme la couleur de Nathalie, mais c'est mauve quand même. Okay? So you see that? I've got all that spatter. And that just adds a little something to my paper. Or whatever project I'm working on. So you see, and I still get la look lustrée. Quand ça sèche, ça va être plus lustré et un peu pailleté. Now, why is it called color? Oh, right. The other thing is you can do droplets on it. Okay? Parce que c'est aquarelle, comme les choses aquarelles, vous pouvez faire aussi vos gouttes d'eau qui fait aussi une texture, comme tu le vois là. So, si je fais juste un petit peu plus, et après, je veux mettre un goutte d'eau dessus. So, even if I wanted to do, like Tim's, well, there's like no water in Tim's bottle, but Tim's bottle can do a spit So you just get, if there's water in his bottle, it can do a spit, but there's no water in his bottle. So we'll try with Ken's, just to do a little spit. No, well, we have a big spit from Ken's bottle. OK, mais tu vas le voir que vous pouvez faire les mêmes techniques comme vous faites avec vos encres, puis tout ça, pour avoir le même effet. OK? So where we had the drops, you can see it better. Les gouttes. OK? So always, toutes les choses aquarellables, vous pouvez faire ça. So which gives you a nice effect. Donc si vous avez un fond au complet et vous voulez juste faire quelques gouttes, always practical. Now, why is it called color burst or pixie burst or pixie powders? Francine doesn't know why, so she's not going to be able to tell you. But it's because you do get that burst of color. So I'm just, oh, that's a lot of red. You do get that surprise burst of color when you first add. See, that's why they changed the bottles, because so much powder comes out with these. Okay? But you do get your burst of color when you first add your water. Okay? So you see how it kind of just wants to burst out there? That's color burst. So you see, before I put too much water here, it just burst out the color. So c'est comme ça ils ont trouvé le nom pour ce beau produit. Et avec notre gros bouteille d'eau ici, je peux contrôler pour avoir juste un petit peu des gouttes d'eau. So you see on this side how it's got like these veins going through it? Look at the difference. I'm going to dry that up with this just to show you the difference. Look at how cool that is. That's when you can get a mist of water. Okay? Just a mist of water. It's so beautiful. These colors, les deux couleurs ensemble, j'aime toujours. Red and yellow, of course, because we get an orange in there. Et tu peux faire comme un ciel, like a fiery sunset. So, just to play with. Those powders are amazing. We'll do one more stencil just because I love the stencil effect. And I'm going to put that aside, and then we're just going to finish one of the backgrounds up to show you what you can do with them. Okay? So give me 5 more minutes of your time. And then I think what I might do for tonight, I think I might put clearance back on sale, Jay. I'm thinking that when so much stuff was on sale, people didn't realize what a good sale the clearance was. So they didn't have a chance to really look through it because everything was on sale. I think we might need to let them have a chance with the clearance tonight. He's not listening to me. He's putting in. So guess what shipped, guys? 49 in market. Il est en route. Le nouveau. Je ne sais pas quand ça va arriver, mais c'est déjà en route chez nous. So it's already on its way here. Yay! Guess what else shipped? The Reminiscence book from Elizabeth Crafts is finally available. Yay! Donc, pardon? Oui, si tu veux réserver un ou l'autre de ces produits-là, envoie un courriel à scspecialorders@gmail.com et Jay va faire la réserve pour vous. Spécifiquement, le livre de Elizabeth Crafts, le nouveau livre, si tu ne le connais pas, allez faire une recherche. Elle a déjà fait un YouTube en montrant 7 produits. Puis je sais que c'était très, très, très bien réussi. Tout le monde l'a voulu. because I know a lot of people were asking about it. So definitely go have a look at it. It is a beautiful book, and I think it's going to be extremely popular. It's very different than the others. C'est beaucoup plus neutre. Et il y en a beaucoup de pages que vous pouvez découper en utilisant les tags, les étiquettes, toutes sortes de différentes choses. So it's a little bit different, this book, and I know that people have been waiting quite a while for it. So I think people from near and far are going to be reaching out for that. J'ai une bonne quantité qui s'en vient, mais ils vont être pris, je pense, très vite. So I have a good amount coming in, but I really do believe that they are going to be grabbed up quite quickly. I could be wrong, but, you know, I've been wrong before. You heard that. You heard that here. I have been wrong. Now look at that. Okay? So again, I can control how much water I'm putting. So I don't think I want to put much more than that. See, already, ici, je sais qu'il y a trop d'eau. But let's see what happens when we take it off. You see, je savais qu'il y a trop d'eau là-bas. But that's okay, because it's a background. What we're going to do, et ça, c'est pas papier aquarelle, ceux-là. J'ai pris juste le Nina. Mais ce que je vais faire maintenant, je vais faire mon deuxième essai. Un peu plus d'eau partout. Puis, je vais le mettre ça par-dessus et voir qu'est-ce qui va arriver. So let's see what we get from this. And yes, my hands are a mess. So what do you think, Jay? Should we do the clearance again tonight? I think I'm going to give you guys the clearance again tonight. Jay's looking. He's assessing the situation. Ah, look at that. Okay? So, beautiful, beautiful. So definitely a lot of fun things you can do with these. All right? Now, let's talk about finishing it up. Somebody did ask, quelqu'un m'a demandé si on peut le mettre un couche par-dessus d'un autre ou si ça va tout fait brun. Donc, moi, je vais prendre une des tailles qu'on a faites avant, puis je vais le mettre par-dessus, puis voir qu'est-ce que je vais recevoir. So, I didn't add more water. And I just took one of the Dina tags I did before. So look at that. Already I've got something started. Okay? Déjà, j'ai un tiers d'un projet déjà fait. And that was just with my scrap. Donc ça, c'est juste avec des choses qui restaient de mon projet. I just didn't waste anything. Donc, voilà. Maintenant, j'ai ajouté un peu d'eau. So now I added a little bit of water. Okay. And there again. So look how beautiful that comes out. All right. So don't be afraid of your powders. Just play and experiment and see what happens. That's what they're for. And a little bit goes a long way. Il ne faut pas utiliser trop en une passe. Et la bouteille de poudre va vous durer longtemps. OK? Ça ne va pas être fini, sauf si tu fais une centaine de projets ce soir. Je ne pense pas que tu es capable de vider la bouteille même avec une centaine de projets. I don't even think you could empty the bottle with 100 projects. All right, what I do want to show you on one of the backgrounds is, let's say Des fois, on fait une fonte, puis on n'est pas certaine si on l'aime. On dit, qu'est-ce que je vais faire avec ça? Je sais pas si c'est mon style, mais aussitôt qu'on étampe sur une fonte, ça change la look complètement. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Hero Arts stamp, okay? This is Hero Arts, oh, it's some sort of grid. Burlap grid, I think. And je vais le mettre de l'encre noire. And I'm just taking whichever one I have here, which is going to take forever. So let me get my Versamark, or VersaFine Clair. Sinon, on va être là toute la journée juste pour voir que j'ajoute de l'encre. Voilà. Okay. Now notice how I'm inking my stamp, right? I'm just putting it on like this. Je veux pas mettre l'étampe dans l'encre. Comme ça, je peux voir si j'ai mis dans toutes les places. And then because it's a big stamp, I'm not going to flip it over and stamp. I think what I'm going to do is put my paper on top, and I'll take a semi-clean brayer. Donc, c'est pas complètement propre, mais je vais prendre mon papier, je vais le mettre dessus, et je vais prendre mon brayer, juste pour donner un peu de force, parce que j'ai pas mon stamp tool. I don't know why. Et je peux tourner. Mais je bouge pas mon papier. But you'll see that whenever you have a background and you stamp on top of it, it changes right away your background. Okay? So now it is just literally in the back. Now, it's hard to see on paper because the grid is very, very patterned. Mais maintenant, il est vraiment en arrière. So now I could do whatever I want with this. Okay, I think this was too busy for this card. C'est un peu trop pour cette carte-là, mais c'est ce que j'avais à côté de moi. But you can see now how even what you consider not to be your favorite, même quand tu as une fond que tu dis que c'est pas ton préféré, tu peux toujours réussir quelque chose avec. So always try stamping on top of, never throw out your work. There's so much you can do with it, all right? Like really. Now, this one that I said I love, right? I could stamp leaves on there. I could stamp a tree. And then cut it out. I'm looking here at some of the stamps that came in the Art by Marlene Advent calendar, because those I have close to me. I could stamp a lady's face. I can just do a tag. So I could really go and stamp any of these on there, cut them out, and I would have a beautiful stamped, sorry guys, I just forgot that the camera was there. I could stamp my happy birthday puffer fish. So any of these, je peux le mettre dessus, puis même juste un souhait, je peux l'avoir le mot happy. So any of those can be stamped on here, and now I have an element that's already painted. Il faut rien faire avec, mais ça va être déjà un tag, un élément, un souhait, un mot, and continue with it like that. So, what do you guys think of these powders? And as you can see, you can stamp right on top of them, no problem. So you can definitely stamp on them. I don't have my stamp platform handy because somebody took it. Okay, let's go like this. I'm going to do the tag. I just found this stamp platform right near me, mon petit. So I'm going to put the tag there. And then I'm going to take this, okay? And I'm going to put a little bit of black ink. I know I looked like I was going to drink a coffee. Okay, voila. So there's that. And now we're going to put it right over this. Whoops, the paper moved. Voila. And we're going to stamp it down. Okay? Voila. I got a nice stamp. Then I would just take a pair of scissors, fussy cutting scissors, cut it out, and you have a tag done. Okay? So that's what you can do with all of your backgrounds when you say, well, what do I do with it now? There's no such thing. There's no such thing as qu'est-ce que je vais faire avec ça maintenant. Parce qu'il y a toujours quelque chose à faire avec. And look at the scissors I'm stuck cutting with, okay? Je suis la propriétaire de le magasin, puis check les ciseaux que je peux trouver seulement. Ça dit quoi? Je sais pas si ça dit quoi, mais this is pathetic that I'm using these school scissors pour couper mon dessin. So, feel bad for me. So, Jay, what are we doing with the clearance?
I forget.
Are we putting it back on sale? Okay, guys, you have one more kick at that can. I'm going to put clearance back at 70. Yes, 70. 70% off for one more night. Ça dure jusqu'à la vidéo demain. Okay? So, I am going to do 70% off the clearance until tomorrow. But more fun is go buy some powders and play with them, guys. I just realized you guys are watching an empty screen because I'm cutting close to me with these horrible scissors. Voilà. C'est juste parce que je veux pas que vous voyez comme c'est dur de couper avec des ciseaux qui sont pas exactement pour les arts. But I want you to see how just by stamping something on your background, look at that.
Why don't you use these?
Because they're all the way over there.
No, those are mine.
Because I don't find any. Voila. So that's what we have. So guys, I hope you learned something about the powders. J'espère que vous avez bien réussi d'informations sur les poudres, des idées de qu'est-ce que vous pouvez faire avec les poudres après. Parce que quand quelqu'un me dit, maintenant j'en ai beaucoup de pages avec des fonds, des poudres, mais je sais pas quoi faire avec, je dis, come on. Il y en a plein de choses, même juste de mettre ton souhait dessus. C'est ridicule que vous ne pouvez pas trouver une façon de l'utiliser. Because anybody would love to get a card with something like this on it. And they would say, how did you do it? How did you make that? You made that? How? And you'd say, I watched a video. Voilà, je vais faire un souhait. Un souhait. Il n'est même pas droite parce que je ne sais pas comment aligner sur un papier ou sur un grid. So, it's going to be stamped over here. That was brilliant. Okay, I'll do it this way. Voilà. Je mets dessus, puis j'étampe. Voilà. And I would put sticky grid underneath. Moi, je vais mettre un peu de sticky grid underneath pour que ton papier bouge pas. Voilà. Et maintenant, je le coupe encore. J'ai un petit souhait déjà fait sur un fond spécial pour ajouter à n'importe quelle carte. Ta-da! So, look at all these beautiful things I have made that I could put on cards now. So, wonderful, wonderful. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys, if anybody has any questions, please let me know. It is a little paler after it dried, but not terribly. Not this one. The other one was, yes. And, but like I said, the grid was too much for this. Okay? Mais c'est ça que j'avais à côté de moi. Mais c'était trop pour cette, à cause que c'est trop pâle en dessous. But it's just to show you that it just gives you la nuance. And of course, in the photo, you really can't see it because all you're seeing is the shimmer. Donc, tu vois, avec les paillettes. But it's cool. It's very cool. So, and you could die cut this now. You can make petals and people wouldn't even know. If you die cut a flower, it would be like really cool. So, guys, think outside the box. All right, Jay, are you putting up that sale for them? Jay is working on the sale as we speak. Oh, there you are. Okay, guys, sorry it cut for a minute. C'est gelé pour une minute. All right, so Jay's working on the sale as we speak. Donc, ça va être la vente ce soir, juste la liquidation à 70%. Donc, prends votre temps, un petit café, puis check toutes les choses là. Oubliez pas que à 70%, ça dit que vous payez 30% de le prix. Et il y en a des choses de Marlène. Si elle l'a vu, probablement elle va me dire je reviens jamais chez toi parce que tu mets mes produits trop cheap. Mais donc si tu les achètes, don't forget Harry and Sally are still there because when Harry met Sally, il y en a plein de choses. Il y en a des petits collants de Noël, mais on a besoin de vider ça pour que je mette des autres choses en liquidation. Okay? So give us a little hand there. And other than that, je vais vous voir demain à 4 heures pour la prochaine journée de May Days. On va avoir un autre 10 à 12 produits à des prix incroyables. Donc, salut tout le monde. Bye. À demain. Bye bye.
Thought you never finished.